Good morning, gamers. Good morning, devs. You are first. Falling. Then let me swap this over. Here we are. Alright. I plan on basically just going around and doing whatever this stuff is. Okay, so I share this. I assume if I downloaded it counts, right? Oh, fuck you. Double fuck you. Triple fuck you. One second, I'm gonna make sure this doesn't do something it shouldn't. I'm gonna put you... she has arrived, I see? Yes. And welcome in, Gengar. There we go. Alright. I've done it. Draw for her, total 10 times. High value bounties. Spend pinnacle energy. Cool, cool. Morning 6 or morning eat? Yes, morning. I am going to slam a bunch of shit, I think. Well, first I should probably go to this. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, it's an interesting decision for them to do the same thing they just already did with the previous character. So here we have Ikora the Hidden. She once again has her own unique draw currency. Just like Caber did. Which means that I don't actually have to do anything. What's her kit? No idea yet.
I'll rest after I finish reading this report.
She has the same weapons as her normal version, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not too happy with that. She shoots a beam. Okay, she feels like a an arcane mage from an MMO. From what I'm seeing here. So she looks really cool. I don't know if she'll feel fun to play though, is the problem. Let's see. Only one way to find out, really. Okay. So, let's get to grinding some bounties out. And I'm going to burn some pinnacle energy right after. Here we are. Piercing, void character, void weapon, offense. So, Umiko. Yeah. Looks like I'm going with Umiko, and then I'll swap to an offense character after. She's got Meteor Shower, Beam, Portals, yeah. So she feels like an arcane mage from like World of Warcraft.
If an ideal is easy to achieve,
There should be a void one. It's not nearly as good, but I'm not bringing this into like a high-end activity or anything.
wicked thoughts could a ghost possibly have?
World
My
map?
viewers place more
Oh, wait.
trust in them.
Oh, okay, fine. I definitely like her then, yeah. Like, assuming she has... Now, also, I didn't look at her cooldowns, but... If she has better ability cooldowns, she's probably more fun to play than normal Ikora. There you go. I'm gonna hop on and do some draws, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not using my limited draws because, you know, if I'm gonna get free ones, I'm gonna get free ones. So I'm basically just gonna work for the ones that I can get today to pull what I can. then after that I'll do all that stuff. I'll swap over. Because I have more draws on Endfield as well to do. Because the Goberta login event. I'm currently 4 away from her guarantee. And I got 2 more draws from the login. The last 2 I'll get tomorrow, but I don't stream tomorrow. Let me see. There you go. Alright. Oh, that's funny.
Hunting void.
Alright. Wow, not a single one yet. I guess it kind of makes sense. I'm kind of splitting my kills through everything, so I'm doing all of the ones that I can do for this character at once. But it's going to take me a second to do them. The frontline event both gives consistent enemies, but it also causes a lot of the normal enemies to despawn, which is a little bit annoying. Since I have to share a lot more of the kills. Then again, though, this frontline event is clearly, something like this. Clearly, I'm not fully awake yet this morning. It took me till just now to realize / read that this was Destiny and not Arknights. Yes, I'll be playing Arknights in a bit. I'll be getting more Gilberta pulls for it. But for right now, Ikora, and like, well, a 5-star version of Ikora just dropped in Destiny Rising, the Destiny gacha game. So I'm gonna try and get pulls of her through her event. I'll probably be able to pull like 20 pulls for her. If I can do everything properly. Holy shit. That's insane. Wait, what do you do with this? Oh. My brain not working properly? Yeah, it wasn't like showing me where to put the stuff. Oh, that was bad. Okay. Hello, Cyberic, and hello, Tektara. Welcome in with the good old neuro spins. Okay. What an odd event. What a very odd event. Oh. Wait, we need to go this way. I got Gilbert early though. I don't know who to switch her out for my last right cryo stack team. Could you repeat your team to me? If you have Ardelia, swap her out. If you have both Ardelia and I think it's Jahi, then swap Ardelia out and switch her with Gilberta, because Jahi can also heal. And Gilberta will apply the nature stacks and stuff. And she'll do crowd control. I don't know how well Gilberta herself does with Last Right though. Like on her own. I know that she's very good in the Yvonne and Last Right team. But things might be different. Last Right, Jahi, Fluorite, and Ardelia. Yeah, you could swap out Ardelia. If you're gonna be swapping one of those units out, it's gonna be Ardelia. Does this guy look a little off to anyone else? What an interesting looking design. How are you doing? Cool, I guess. We'll see ya. Okay. you put look, YouTube lags a little bit, and you put like 4 messages in like 10 seconds. Have a good time. Yes. Void weapons, and then melee attacks and offense characters. Okay. Who can I easily swap to for this? Void weapon, offense character, melee attacks. Seems good to me. In addition, hello, it's me, Cyberic. I switched from YouTube to Twitch. Well, welcome on The funny... I keep calling it by its name. I'm supposed to call it the purple something. Because apparently, I don't know, that messes with, like, the way the other places I stream perceive me. But either way, welcome into the forbidden location that frankly has better user experience than the others. Hopefully you enjoy your time. Yeah. Oh, should I be... No, I should just be murdering things, right? Yeah. So, Bungie is in a real... What? Or is in real shit now? What do you mean? Oh, because they've, like, spent so long waiting to tell us anything? Yeah. I mean, you know, they probably... I'll be frank, they probably just don't have anything planned. Like... They'd probably rather be radio silent than say that there's nothing planned. That's my first thought. Like, if you're not willing to talk to us about anything, then that usually just means you have nothing going on. And you're just afraid to say it. Seems to less tone stock too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. The entire... Right now, all of their revenue is either going to be, like, all future revenue prospects comes from live service or marathon. Well, actually, technically, marathon's going to be a live service game anyway. But, like, you know, the point of what I'm saying is that all of their revenue comes from things that currently are not being received too well. Revenue is being, or sorry, not revenue. Marathon is being perceived like okay. But it's nothing crazy. Like, people aren't like going, oh, look at this. New game, Marathon, sick. They're just kind of there. Folks are thinking that they moved on, or are thinking that they gave up on D2. Yeah, I mean, I've made my stance on it clear. As long as I find the game fun, I'll keep playing it. I, however, will not, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, guys, they have some crazy huge thing planned. Because recently, if they've had a crazy huge thing planned, they tell us almost immediately. What do the Hive Acolytes look? What? That might be a personal problem. If I'm being fully real with you, that might be an issue of the personal variety, of which I cannot help you with. Lasers are disabled. Okay, well that was not intentional. That did way more damage than I thought it would. I did not see a feminine one. A feminine what? Oh, I saw a feminine looking one. Oh, a feminine acolyte? What? No, you saw an evoker. Yeah, you saw the evokers. Those are not acolytes. That's a Destiny Rising enemy type. Doesn't exist in D2. That's the only thing I can think of possibly fitting the description that you're having. You son of a bitch. A particular downside of trying to do these kinds of challenges is most certainly the fact that I'm unable to, like if I'm doing it in this area, right? Oh, that was a mistake. try and do this. It's really hard to get melee kills on a character that deals no extra melee damage when all of my allies are trying to also murder everything, so I have to take this opportunity. Because they might also think that I'm struggling too and try to help me, when in reality I'm just farming a bounty. Yeah, I think next year D2 will go pop. I think you're wrong. Like, just frankly. They're not going to go pop with D2, even if they don't want to make more content for it. Because here's the thing, developing D2 is expensive, keeping the servers online and pumping it full of microtransactions is not. How many games, like long-running games like this with dedicated communities, have gone full maintenance mode and then still been completely fine revenue-wise? And that's if they decide to do that. Number of players will probably go down heavily. The only people playing right now are the super dedicated people. That's already happened. Like, the thing is Warframe? Yeah, like, plenty of games go full maintenance mode for who knows how long. And do fine. Like realistically, for their revenue, they do fine. Because the people who are still dedicated players are the people who are putting money into the game outside of just purchasing an expansion or whatever. I mean, you see it happen with, like, old Call of Duty games nearly with the servers shut down. You know what I mean? Like, you'll have a 10-year-old Call of Duty game that some people still spend money on. For like random cosmetics in it. Or that people still buy. Because they want to play it on a new device, or because they just want to play it for the first time or whatever. D2, yes, it has multiplayer, but it's also, like, fundamentally, much of the game is single player. Much of the story is single player. So, just like how D1 can still do pretty well, I'll be frank, D1 is a more, like, complete experience in the sense that nothing has been removed, but D1 is just definitively a worse game than D2. It's not, like, a debatable thing. It just is. The only thing that it has better, that it does better is probably the stylization. Is more like, it is a more stylized visual game than D2 is. D2 has a much higher graphic fidelity, though. So that comes down to preference. If you prefer graphic fidelity, you're going to prefer how D2 looks, and if you prefer the stylization of Destiny 1, then you'll prefer Destiny 1. That's it. In terms of visuals.
I've gathered all the latest news for you. You can check them when you have time.
Revolver or pistol gives me ultra kill PTSD. This is a hand cannon from Destiny 2. Well, I say Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is what we were just talking about. It's a hand cannon from Destiny, period. The Destiny franchise has weapons called hand cannons, and they're basically revolvers, but they're huge. Like, the actual size of this gun is probably the size of my head. They're massive. And they're very explosive as well. So it's probably like there's some level of, I don't think there might be like inspiration there, but it's more like there's some level of like kinship. Like there is a similar design aspect. I remember playing D1 a long time ago, and it was quite something. Hand cannons are something that I definitely fell in love with the game. Yeah, this character is particularly fun because he has some auto aim mechanics, which are just generally just funny.
refrigeration.
Wow, talk about efficiency. All right, let's evacuate quickly. Darn it, light bearers. They're jamming our transmat program.
I haven't played any of the Destiny games in a long time, but I remember my friends just genuinely carrying me. Yeah, I mean, there's a degree of difficulty depending on what your friends wanted to do with you. Like, if they dragged you into a raid, and it was your first time playing a Destiny game, you probably had a really rough time. And they probably just carried you. Because Destiny raids, I wouldn't say they're, like, difficult, but you have to... They're not like a lot of MMOs. Because in a lot of MMOs, you have a ton of players to do the mechanics. So even if there's a ton of mechanics to do, you usually don't need to have everyone doing them. But in Destiny just in general, if you're not a really optimized team, and if you're not used to like low manning activities, then you will have to have everyone doing at least a little bit of something. And if you don't have everyone doing at least a little bit of something, your team will really suffer for it.
They just won't play nice, will they?
So,
But we're the best bank robbers around. Thank you, light bearers.
if you struggled, they might have had someone take up whatever mechanic you were doing or whatever. It's hard to say. It's a fun game though, just in general. Or a fun franchise. I think it was the one fighting the weaker enemies. My friends handled the harder ones, if I remember correctly. They probably put you on ad clear then. Which ad clear is like, some raids can have an ad clear, some can't.
I've gathered all the latest.
I shouldn't say can't. Some raids it's normal to have an ad clear. Some raids it's not normal to have an ad clear. Like having an ad clear
Maybe you'll find this interesting.
in those raids is a little bit of a made up rule. Okay, so I need to use a ton of pinnacle energy now. So let me look at Singularity Chaos. Wait a second, what? Oh, okay. Brain wasn't working for a second. Weapons Master. I don't know what stuff is going to be good on her, so I'm just going to get more Jaren stuff. Actually, let me see something real quick. Oh, okay, yeah. Let me check. Oh, I got temples anyway. So let me do the temples here. I actually don't think I can do the other, but I can still do some pinnacle energy stuff. All right. Here we go. To this day, I cannot remember what MMORPG fully means. Like, I know the RPG part, but the MMO part is what I don't know. And Destiny Games is the first MMORPG since my friends bought it for me. Massive multiplayer online. That's all MMO means. So, RPG is role-playing game. MMORPG is a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. Typically, you can think of World of Warcraft as like one of the big things for this, because it's an MMO first, and then it's an RPG. Then you have Final Fantasy 14, which is like the opposite end of it, where it's an RPG first, and then it's an MMO. It depends on what they're focusing on, but they're both technically MMORPGs because they have that element, right? Destiny is loosely an MMORPG, because you can technically, like in all of the Destiny games, right? You can run around and see random people out in the world while you're questing or whatever. You can interact with them, you can have random interactions with them. You have LFGs and stuff like that you can like do raids with new people and meet new people. All MMOs are social games. Literally, they're social games that are packaged in whatever the rest of their, like, the genres of the game is. So MMORPGs are just social games that are packaged as an RPG. You could think of it that way. Like, realistically, I'll be fully real with you, right? If World of Warcraft were not an MMO, a lot of people wouldn't play it because they want the social aspect. They don't really give a fuck about the story stuff as much. The social aspect is the most important part of why people play those games. They want to feel like they're part of a community. The mechanics are always second in those kinds of games. Now, that's where people get like a little I don't say dodgy or edgy with like Destiny. It's hard to tell how much of an MMO Destiny is because, for one, in the mainline games, Destiny 1 and 2, I also forgot to hydrate. I will hydrate now. But I'm hydrated, and because the main Destiny games don't really feel like social games, they feel like they are like shooter games. They feel like a shooter game that just has some light social elements. So even though they're technically like they could be considered an MMO, some people don't feel like they are, especially because the mechanics matter a lot in Destiny to players because it's the general gameplay loop. A lot of the time you spend in this game, you do spend solo. While there are group things you can do, it's not like a World of Warcraft where you'll have these massive community events that are super cool, right? Out in the open world or anything. You don't have these huge, like role-playing things where it's like, you know, you have a clan role-playing out their role as guardians, because realistically, the guardian behaviors are basically player behaviors. You don't really have the necessary, like, the ability to fully change things up, right? Yeah.
I've gathered all the latest news for you. You can check them when you have time.
I returned to bring good news. Good stuff.
Let's get good cover and keep pushing forward.
What's the good news, Ness? Did you get Ikora? I have her now, and I'm quite loving her kit. Cool. I'm gonna try to also get her. For obvious reasons.
No one can prepare for this.
Not missed a single 5-star yet. I'm not gonna start now.
If you can call it that.
I'm probably one of very few free-to-play players that has every single character in the game. Is most of her damage ability based, Ness? Or would you say she has a strong weapon mastery? Because the weapons themselves are not going to be strong, unless you have the drill, which that might help. I don't have it, so for me it's definitely not going to be.
Target down.
There we go. I also love that I'm sitting here just listening to
Hostiles are incapable
some
of
classical,
hostilities.
you know, fantasy tunes. And that guy got insta-nuked. Nice. Who needs mods when you have bots that can mod for you? Weapons are a bit stronger than her beam. The teleport does no damage, and her ult is an ult. Okay, well. Fair enough. Just gonna... Cooldowns are what has me loving her kit, though. Oh, does she have way lower cooldowns than Ikora does? Well, than normal Ikora? Is that the vibe? Because if so, that's going to completely change how I'd want to build her. Oh my god, yes? Okay, cool. Good to know. So you probably want to build her for pure ability spam.
Drone it. Threat
Then
eliminated.
maybe some bellicose planetesimal action, my personal favorite. Okay. There you go. Currently I'm running her with the same artifacts I have in Mara. Gotcha. Maybe I could do that then. Well, I guess, yeah. I mean, that's how I built Maru, because Maru has the stuff for ability spam. At least for me
This
personally.
only ends with target down.
Rip. Nez has been hit by the ad taxes or this.
Hostiles are incapable of further hostilities. Threat eliminated. If you can call it that. Tougher than you have tried to get rid of me. And they all failed. Death is a sad means to a necessary end.
Alrighty, let's see what else I can get here. Oops.
Here's some vital information.
There we go. Let me think. I want to burn a bunch of the stuff here, don't I? What's this got for it? Greater than 3 minutes? Okay. Yeah. Skip this long ass animation, please. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be real, that's probably one of my least favorite things. Is that kind of stuff. Having me sit there and look at this long animation. When all I want to do is look and see what level I am in the past. Wild behavior. Alright. Had to fix some stuff on the side. We've got half a team for this already. Cool. I'm not trying to do any particularly difficult content at the moment. I'm just going to run through and use as much of my pinnacle energy as I can on the weekly stuff. I'm going to continue matchmaking. What do you mean? It's been 1 minute. These activities, bulwark ops. This costs pinnacle energy? Or no? I don't remember. Yeah. I can probably do challenger stuff after, maybe. I might have more people queuing for it. Nice. Already. Yeah, let me check this real quick. So in order to get to this point, I need 20 more, right? If I hit the 180 pinnacle energy that I need to spend, then I will be at that point basically, because I'll just have to pull 10 and then I'll get a. Was there supposed to be an ad? Because it just didn't show up for me. Sometimes people just don't get hit with it. It's fine. Nez almost always gets hit with it though, so it's kind of funny. Because for example, he was in here when Sai very graciously and very funnily gifted 100 subs, well 105 total in that one sitting, and then Nez, who was just sitting right there in the chat during it, didn't get a single one, which was insane. Like the amount of like, how unlucky do you have to be for that to happen? It was extremely hilarious and unfortunate. But yeah, so he gets put in ad jail every so often.
Why don't we start with a briefing session?
What cosmetic am I missing? Oh, the Jade Rabbit one. Activities. God damn, this has taken 5 billion years. I think I'm just gonna set my stuff on fire. Stop matchmaking for this activity. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Magic Minded and do this. Has Umbral Monument released for you in Endfield? I think it releases today, right? I'll have to check when I'm done here. Because I think maintenance was today or last night or something. So, I'd have to check. There we go. And then I'm going to grab Magic Minded, and I'm going to get Pugilism and all that stuff. Lovely. Boxer. Shield Shockwave, I think. Well, let me just see if I can get the Comet. I can get the Comet, cool. Elemental Comet is perfect. I grab a Solar Comet, of course. I want none of those, actually. Melee Comet is also wonderful. Cool. Shoot the upgrade for my melee damage.
These bullets will pay your debt for you.
goes.
Val's is ready. These bullets will pay your debt for you. None of my enemies live long. You're no exception. Go create an opportunity for the enemy.
Alright.
Overall ready? Huh. I only just finished warming up.
I'll deal with the unclaimed items later. If I'm being completely honest, I'm like partially tempted to just completely nuke all of my stuff that isn't, what would you call it? Anything that isn't directly an exotic artifact. But then again, that seems like it could be a bad idea. You know, so that's actually just bad. Those were all also bad. That's a rough one.
Go create an opportunity for the enemy.
Alright. I'm not gonna lie, that guy trying to murder me was kind of funny. But, there you go.
Any overlooked detail could spell danger.
Hold up. Oh, did it instantly die? Okay. I wonder how much recoil Destiny guns would have IRL. Hand cannons have insane recoil. Guardians are just very strong and also heal almost immediately. Automatically. So they can... Guardians are, if I recall, like, it's genuinely in lore that Guardians are extremely reckless with their bodies just because they can constantly regenerate and revive. Like, even in many story missions, there's times when our Guardian will just throw themselves off of a building or something in order to accomplish something else, just because they know they'll live. They'll be fine. Even if it hurts temporarily.
Tell me immediately, Hartford.
Ooh, just grouting, cool. Okay. So now I've used half.
Maybe you'll find this interesting.
Okay, gamers. Time has come. We are pulling. Alright? You got a temple to do here? I didn't hear that for some reason. Let me try something else. Nope, wrong one. Oh, I guess that technically did work. Yeah. Doing 2 temples, okay. Well, I have enough for 2 temples after I get this temple. Okay? Nothing. That's right, I'm not even gonna sit there and look through it. I'm gonna cast it aside. Alright. Now, I have one more. Holy fucking shit. How long does this last, by the way? Expires in 180 days. Looks like you're sitting there for a while. Alright. Last temple. Alright. Well, nothing. Alright. That's fine. Nothing crazy. Am I stupid? Oh, there it is. Alright. Oh yeah, wait. Fortuna shop? Should be here, right? Yeah. Nice. Okay. And then for the Fortuna crystals, I'm actually approaching a point where I'd be able to get one of these. So, that's cool. Yeah, alright gamers. So, that is our time for that. Let me move us here for about a moment. While I change the game up a little bit. We have done the funny. Big ol' lurkies from Naz. Swap us on over. Not me forgetting something very important that I'm now going to change while I'm loading us up in here. Yeah, we definitely gonna have to look at that. Don't you feel like this game is kind of repetitive and pointless? I mean, don't you feel like all games are kind of repetitive and pointless if you don't like them? Like, that just means you don't like the gameplay loop. The entire point of a game is to provide a gameplay loop that feels satisfying to perform, even if you're doing the same thing over and over again, because that's what makes it fun. It's the same reason, like, if someone plays a sport, right? Let's say someone really likes to play football. The game of football is kind of repetitive and pointless if you don't like football. Either football, by the way, American football or the rest of the world football. If you don't like the basics of the game, you're not going to like it. Alright. Yeah, that's kind of the whole point. Hmm. Why that interesting? Okay. And I'm updating, by the way. That's why it's taking a second. The update had to initialize, and then it made me restart. Even though the update's already been downloaded. Don't worry, I was not too much of a fool. I didn't try to make it download the update while I was actively playing. That would be really funny, though. Just have you guys just hold you hostage for a while. But no. I will not, in fact, be holding you hostage. Not yet. Maybe at some point, but not yet. Once it is done verifying the integrity of my game installation, all that stuff. I'm glad I just like any games I play / gifted by. Yeah, I'm someone who I like a ton of different games. Like, to be honest, that's kind of what makes it difficult with getting new things, is like, I just play games that I already own most of the time. I've played Skyrim for 15 years almost at this point. Like, I've played it since around when it came out. I had it on PlayStation 3. I didn't get it on PlayStation 3. I just had it available for me to play. It was not mine to own. Then I played it on, then I owned it for the first time on PC. Just normal Skyrim. And I had Skyrim Legendary Edition on PC, and when Special Edition came out, I don't know if it was some special Steam thing, but I automatically had Special Edition on Steam after having Legendary Edition, which I thought was super cool, so I kept playing it. Alright. Here we are. Let me just hit you up with this. Oh yeah, Cyber, you want to hear something real quick? I'm gonna mute Enfield for just a moment. And then we're gonna have it's just a little thing. I did not make it, but it was made for me. And what are your thoughts? Let me make sure the volume's fine. Turn it up a little bit first. I'm gonna turn it up. I'm gonna give you all a listen. Yeah, I really like piano and I like dark fantasy a lot, so this was a very fitting theme. But yeah, basically I won a giveaway, and the individual doing the giveaway sent me like little demo stuff. Update compensation. Interesting. I recall someone saying it would be double that. I don't really care, but I find that interesting. Holy. Okay, well. Here I am, almost max level already on this pass. Login for 5 days. In Valley 4, gather 50 essences of any quality. I could do that. I have the sanity for it. And then I have Carly's Fairy Tale. But, even though you think it matches, and I am going to... here first, I'm going to grab you. I'm going to grab you, because both of you are technically worth it to me. Then I grab... Oh, lovely. Lovely. Everything above 50%, in my opinion, is worth it. Okay, so this is super good. Super, super good. Why is that super good? Because I have Dijon. And Dijon is about to allow me to get so much value from that. Also, guess who almost forgot to turn Enfield's music back on? There we go. Now you will have your tunes. Change the title of the stream. Oh, it fits better. Oh yeah, I'm a woman right now. I should probably switch back. I had to showcase changing the cutscene for changing the visuals. Wow, no clues sent by allies, I say. Oh, I'll send one to you. I'll send one to you. Oh, nice. This is down by something like this. Yeah, let me. What do you get per day? 250? Okay. So I've reached a point where I'm now holding on to my stock bill stuff in order to wait for extreme price differences. So like you have this one, which this is an extreme price difference. This is worth selling, in my opinion. Yeah. Now it could be worth more from someone else. So let me see. Yeah, this one's actually going to be worth more from a friend. Actually, now that makes me suspicious. Should I wait more? Can I get more out of this? Can I? Ooh, I am going to get the Niv Sprouts though. Oh, I don't have the resources for that. I have to do this. I'm trying to get a huge surplus of batteries. I know a streamer who bought 2 expensive cosmetics in Endfield just to flex. Look, some people got money like that. I don't got money like that, so you don't have to worry about me doing that to you because I can't. So I do not have that kind of cash. I don't know. I'm gonna not buy a ton of that because it's not like actually that low. It's just low. But I am going to do some Valley 4 stuff. So let me properly look through the index for these energy alluviums. This is one that I know already has been done. But yeah, so here's the deal. So this can do Lost Rights weapon. I want one that can do Avon's weapon, which is right here, the RT Tyrannical. Unfortunately, oh, it can do Clanable as well, which is good. Can this also do Clanable? It can't. Okay. Cool. So, what about ones that are not equipped but are good? Is there the delivery one? Is the delivery one going to be here? This one also has RT Tyrant. Ooh. Wow, the Wu Ling one is just so fucking good. Crazy behavior. Yeah, okay. And then this one's also got... No, not that. Wait, let me leave this menu, thank you. Okay, so you have Dreams Destroy Beach, Wedge, which is Avon's current weapon, and Avon's future weapon. You have nothing particularly useful that isn't somewhere else. That's what I just looked at. So you have Clanable and the RT Tyrannical. And Wedge. Oh, and you also have Delivery Guaranteed. This one is probably the one. Yeah, this is probably the one I should be doing. Yes. So what I'll do here, I'm going to track you and I'm going to go over here. Yeah. Though I should say, even if I had the money to buy expensive cosmetics, I probably just wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe it's a personal thing. I just, yeah. I will rarely get cosmetics. Like in Destiny, I've gotten cosmetics before. In Destiny 2 specifically. but I'm just not typically huge on it. Just a personal thing. Yvonne's stats.
Looking for me?
Let's compare Yvonne
Frosty Bitey.
and Gilberta's. So, intellect, agility.
And
She's strength, will.
and I hope that our battles
So-
will bring about peace.
Okay.
Behave, Frosty Bitey.
Oh, I guess I kind of need to be able to look at the weapons. So let me look at her training real quick. Because I can just pull up the operator guide, start training, and then
Where
look
are
at
we
her
having
stuff.
fun today, Endman?
She has all of her
Data sync complete?
signatures.
I'm ready.
Yeah, there she is.
Over here, Endman.
Okay, so intellect boost, crit rate, cryo damage dealt
I'm
from
bringing
fracture.
quite a few things.
So intellect, crit, and fracture would be what I'd want on Yvonne. I don't have Gilberta's thing here. I just have her weapon, so I can look at her weapon individually. Your assembly, not the right thing to look at. Valuable stash, it should be up here. Yes, it is. Clannable, main attribute boost, art boost, infliction. This one is will boost, ultimate gain efficiency, and then pursuit. Yeah, so they're all totally different, which does partially make me want to just slam into it. But then again, I don't know. Well, no, because you can get multiple things, right? Let me see. You pick 3 stats, don't you? So I could choose main attribute, intellect, and will. Or main attribute, strength and will, or whatever, right? But I only get one of these. I also only get one of these. So whose weapon or whose thing am I grabbing for first? Is the question, right? I don't have your weapon. I do have yours. Selecting primary and secondary attributes requires a secondary resource in order to run the battle. I'm aware. It requires the tickets. I'm trying to figure out which character I want to pull for, or I want to pull the stuff for. I'm thinking I'll pull a combination because I know. Yeah, I'll do intellect, main attribute, and will. Because Gilberta's is will. And then I'll do treatment efficiency and infliction. Oh, I don't get treatment efficiency here. So the one that I'm going for is probably... Oh, it's because I picked between both of these. Yes, now I remember. I can just grab infliction then. Fine by me. But yeah, this requires the special thing. It took me a hot minute to figure that out, but I'm also done. My primary mode playing is push button go. Fair enough. My primary way of playing a lot of these games is learn as much as I can and then play. But this game, I intentionally played at launch to avoid that. And then I didn't watch any beta gameplay. I knew absolutely nothing about this game going into it, so pretty much everything I've found out has been my own experimentation. That also does have the downside of I don't know what is and isn't common knowledge, so I kind of just expect people to know some things and then don't expect them to know other things. So, I've made a lot of guides to help people because of that.
Great teamwork.
These guys are kind of fire resistant, but it's not a big deal. All of my units are so high.
No. shall live.
Don't go too far, Mr. Dolly.
Two scissors!
Incredible move. Parrot, give it a go. Watch this.
I got this! Two scissors!
Well,
Yeah. Yes, welcome in Centrifuge. Random fact I learned from the Endfield community supposedly said by the devs that Shen is supposed to be decently smart, but Shen literally has the most intelligent stat in the game, I think.
Great teamwork.
Look, if she's supposed to be smart, I don't know, man. Might have to deal with my dogs in a second.
Please help, Mr. Dolly.
I shall rename Darkness!
Oh, the house guys. These guys all being spread out is kind of normal. I'll probably set up some weapons and stuff for this season.
Perfect execution.
Let's do this. What's going on? Alright, 1 second. Okay, gamers, I'm back. The dogs, were like, they had like an open path into the yard, and they saw someone working on like a neighbor's house. Keep in mind, by the way, this neighbor I speak of is like, they are not close. They're not close enough to even bother the dogs. The dogs are just a bunch of little crazy creatures, I suppose. Okay.
I hate fools who like.
Eccomi.
What's up? intellect cryo infliction is not bad. Alrighty. I don't think I got anything particularly crazy there. Bowling. Well, the main goal of that was not to get anything crazy anyway. The main goal of that was
I
instead
hate fools.
get some wisdom. But yes. So, how are you? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get a little bit of this from this. So I am a lazy little bastard. This is very cheap.
Mom,
Oh,
Dad,
boom. That way I can get this.
I finally did it.
Nice. Let's get you up to 60. This is all lower level materials, so I'm not really too worried about spending this on her. Up until I get them to level 60, they're not really going to cost any materials that I would be missing from any of my other characters. So,
Come
like,
on,
Akakuri is the only character I don't have at 90 yet. And I basically just need to go around, collect the mushrooms in Wuling, get these samples, and then get this. And she's already most of the way there. Like, credits is going to be the biggest problem, not actual XP materials, because I have a ton, and I'm also crafting a bunch in my Dijon. So,
Behave, Frosty Bitey.
that's something to keep in mind.
Oh, we're going for a walk.
Level up a weapon one time, assemble gear one time. I would rather assemble gear, actually. Let me assemble a piece of gear for your pyrometer. Which, it's very interesting, because, like, you take this pyrometer, for example, it's at, like, 45. The non-set one is technically, lower. But if you were to be on your first level of it, it would actually be higher, the non-set one. Grab some of that, and why not? I don't think I have the materials for... Oh, I guess I have one. Let me do it once. Why not? There we go. Tiny bit more progress. Why not? I'm extremely close. Once I get this mission done, the essences, I will have it. Oh, but I can also just do this Harley one as well, can't I? Yeah, fair enough. Let's see how Carly's fairy tale is. So this, I believe, she wants to be on top of the crane. Is that the vibe? I need to set up zip lines in this area. Maybe that's what I could do next. You want to show me what you're looking at, or what? Yeah, it looks like she wants me to be all the way up there. It's actually a thing I need to remember to inform people of. Second floor. Which server are you from? US and EU? ready for a new content patch. The game just came out. Leave them alone for a bit. Let them cook. So bored just doing the daily grind. Asia, bro. What do you mean Asia, bro? You're from Asia? Cool.
Got my eyes peeled for an opening.
Let's go. I have total faith in you all.
Got my eyes peeled for an opening.
We'll see this through.
I'm just gonna keep fighting because I'm not running away. Let's see. How far do I have to get? So let's go. Cool. There we go. Are they still aggro? There. We just get over here. I'm too. Yeah, I can't be asked to fucking fight all those dudes. I think once the Umbral mode comes, my boredom will be gone. Possibly. Who is a lung? Oh, Chen.
Looking for me? You finally remember something? Let me see. Where should I be gathering my data this time?
I guess I could technically use the thing as well. Which is in case I'm just gonna chuck
Get
chuck
ready.
into this thing.
My blades are always
Deploy
ready,
this
as
team.
they never rest.
Buried. Wait. Doesn't show the. There we go. Alright. Did you get Gilberta? I have 2 more single pulls to put into it. Sorry, Mark. I should probably go to sleep since it's midnight for me. Oh yeah, definitely. Get some sleep, gamer. I highly recommend getting some slumber. I did just hit, however, level 60 in the pass. Nice. Now I keep getting XP because I keep getting stuff to do it with, but yeah. And this. Holy far. I looked down how all the characters so far except Yvonne. I have Yvonne. I don't have Gilberta yet. So. I have you know, I've got Lavatane, of course. I have Yvonne. I pulled Yvonne on Gilberta's banner. I was originally going to not pull very much on Gilberta's banner, and then I was going to pull for Yvonne. I was going to save for Yvonne. But I pulled Yvonne on Gilberta's banner. So now, do that. Let's pull now. We want to see your luck. We'll have to see. First, I want to do this little mission thing. One operator who wields hand cannons, and then I put us in a square. Okay, subsequent mission not yet unlocked. So, there we go. Now I've done that much. Got all the upgrade materials I need. Let's take a look at my luck. Why not? I was kind of bummed I got it early. Well, don't be. Yeah, alright, let's see. It's a 4-star? Let's see what it is. Fluorite, my favorite.
Skirmisher, Fluorite. Got anything to say?
Okay, bro. Yep.
No?
And another 4-star.
How about
Are you
we
happy you
just
got to
call
look
it
at my
off?
luck? There we go. And I have 2 attempts to guarantee her. Which, could I spend it? Yes. But I could also... wait for the login event, which will give me the guaranteed pulls I need tomorrow. I didn't want her too early because it hurts her weapon pulls. I got Labatane in 3 single pulls. And then had to pull like 70 or 80 times on her banner anyway, because I needed the weapon, or I wanted the weapon. Still at 25k, 4 barrels. I had 38-ish k when I started pulling for Gilberta. I got Lufeng and Yvonne. Though Yvonne, I have a clip of it. She was a jump scare. Like, she was a fake out. It looked like a 5-star, and then it wouldn't let me skip the pull animation. And then it was a 6-star, and the 6-star was Yvonne.
I hate fools who like to micro. Come on, let me do something. Do what you must, Professor. I'll do.
Just 1,000 ores? Huh? I should wish they had an alternative to weapon pulls. Feels bad at the moment. They are generous when you pull them. Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Think about it. So I do talk about this with people every so often. Think about other gacha games for a second. They have you use the same currency you use for normal character pulls for weapon pulls, right? The weapon banners tend to have the same odds. And then when you get, like, you know, what do you call it? And then once you've gotten the weapon, you still want multiple copies of it. So, I don't know. For me, this system of getting the weapon pulls from pulling the character you want, makes sense to me. And it's going to help in terms of the chances are so high for actually getting the weapon. Not to mention, you get a ton of pulls. Not to mention the system doesn't have a 50-50 mechanic. Yeah, true. Like, this system, period, has just a flat guarantee. I'm going to subscribe to you, bro. You are so nice. I'm glad you are enjoying your time. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm not a big 50-50 mechanic enjoyer. I stopped playing Genshin Impact because of the 50-50 mechanic, because I lost a 50-50 at Hard Pity twice in a row to a character I wanted. And by that I mean I wanted 2 copies of the character because they were basically, like, they were okay at C0, and they were really good at C1. So I wanted them at C1. It was Ride Sling. And so I saved up to him coming out, because, you know, keep in mind, free-to-play gamer, I saved a ton of pulls over a long period of time, to the extent that I had like almost 300 pulls. And I pull for this motherfucker, and I lose the 50-50 to Hard Pity twice in a row, and it resulted overall in me not getting the second copy of him, after, like, spending a ton of time and missing out on a ton of other characters to pull him. Which at that point, I was just like, yeah, fuck this. You can only pull with ore geometry. Huh? Why would you want other resources to pull with? Oh, without pulling on main banners? Well, you already have that. You have the what are they called? The standard headhunting banner pulls. I don't know, I feel like adding more currencies is probably not the solution. Just my standpoint on it. Typically adding more currencies just gives them more things that they can give without giving us direct pull currency. I'd rather us have agency over how we spend our pulls. And they just give everything in ore barrel. Because keep in mind, right, let's say they add that currency like you want. It's not like they're giving us the same amount of ore barrel they're giving right now. And then they just add that currency onto it. They'll instead just give you, they'll split the currencies you get, because you can use both on pulls. You won't end up getting more pulls than you do now.
We are getting there.
Not more currency, but allow you, like, if you want to use ore barrels, would be okay. Yeah, but what is the purpose of using another existing currency? Is what I'm asking. Like, what are you trying to accomplish by adding that? Get signature weapons. So you want them to add a new currency. So, well, you want them to make an existing currency used for signature weapons and remove its current purpose. Is that what I understand correctly?
Yeah.
So you want them to, for example, take ore geometry and make it so ore geometry is used on weapons but can't be used for normal pulls anymore. No, that isn't what I'm saying. Well, could you explain to me what you're saying? Because all I'm trying to do is read out what you're saying. Because you said, allow you to use another existing currency to get signature weapons. Like, you can only pull with ore geometry. Because ore geometry would make weapons pay to win? Okay. So, are you wanting them to add a new currency for weapons? Because there's no other currencies that could possibly be used for pulls that are currently in the game. I'm saying allow people to use their ore barrels as well if they want. Okay, gotcha. I mean, yeah. Like, I could see doing that. But I guess, why not just spend the ore barrels on the character banner anyway? To get the currency that goes to the weapons, if that makes sense. Like, you're not wasting anything if you're like, oh, I want to spend ore barrel on my weapons, so I'm going to pull on the character banner, and then I'm going to pull on the weapon banner. By directly using your ore barrels, they'd have to... They might be able to do it, but they'd have to really carefully balance it so that it's more worth it, or it's the same worth, to use the ore barrels on the weapon banner. Rather than just pulling the characters and then the stuff you get from the characters. Because they also have to balance it against duplicates. Because if I recall correctly, you get more things if you have more duplicates of characters. Like, let's say I pull a bunch of 5 stars now, right? And I have a bunch of those. I would say allow you to 1-for-1 trade for ore barrels. Oh, okay. You're saying you want them to 1-for-1 trade the arsenal tickets for ore barrel. That's not going to work. Because I can do a 10 pull that costs, well, yeah, the ore barrel versus the arsenal stuff, that's gonna have you take 1 10 pull and turn into 2.5. So for every 10 pull on the character banner, you're going to get 2 and then some 2.5 weapon temples. Banner store. Hey, morning. Is an Umbral monument out yet? If so, how do I access it? I think it is out. It's probably a quest, if I'm being completely honest. I haven't even looked. I was running around doing daily stuff. This. It's probably this. Or wait, no, that's Carly. See, maybe I should have done all of these first. Because then I would have known what the new one is. I don't see one here either. I imagined it would have been in the event area, so maybe it's coming out at a specific time. But I was under the impression that it was released last night. They said it'd be released after the maintenance. But yeah. For Arcanus. Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know if that would be worth it or not. Like, I don't know. Because it could be worth it. In the sense that, like, if you pulled, like, a bunch of 5 stars and a 6 star and a temple, right? On the character banner. Because there's, like, with the current system, right? I personally like the current system. But with the current system, there's a lot of factors to take into account. For one, let's say I take my 5,000 ore barrel, right? And I could spend it on 25 weapon pulls. Right? Or I could spend it on 10 character pulls. Well, I'm not just spending on 10 character pulls. From those 10 character pulls, I'm advancing my guaranteed pity on the current 6-star character by 10. I'm getting the 10 more pity towards my 6-star. Pulling a 6-star character gets you enough to pull a 10 arsenal gacha. Yeah, and then 5 stars also get you enough to like they get you a significant chunk of the way there as well. So I don't know. I'm not sure if they should do that, honestly. Getting an ad rip. You get 20 for a 4, 200 for a 5, and 2k for a 6. On average, when pulling, you're going to get 380. You have to pull 7 times to get 1 10 pull for arsenal. Yeah, so there's that. Oh yeah, let me look at Arknights real quick. The girl.
Looking for a strong team is one.
I'm gonna do a thing. There we go. These are 1 day before they become funny, so I'm gonna start collecting them actually. Because I'm pretty sure some of them I've already collected recently, which means they'll already be maxed out. Let me know when y'all are de-added, I guess. I don't know. When the ad is ended. Okay. Ad's over. Nice. Welcome back, gamers. So, if you get on average 10 pulls converts to 7 arsenal pulls. Or no, 7 normal pulls converts to 10 arsenal pulls. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's like an exact like thing you can get to make up for the opportunity cost. Oh, Lee Mao. I have no space. Seven 10 pulls? For a 10 pull on the Arsenal banner? I don't think so. Or are you talking about to get the guaranteed weapon? Because I think the guaranteed weapon is 8. 8 temples. I think. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure 380 arsenal per temple. Okay. Sorry, I meant to say for 1 pull on the arsenal. See, now I'm... Here's the thing. I am now confused. Too many numbers. Too many numbers, too many words. I feel like I'm in calculus again. You're mixing words with my math. One second. Dogs be doing dogs things. I'm back. You have to pull an average 7 times on the charter or standard to get 1 pull on the arsenal. Yeah. That's if you're going hard pitting. Yes.
Don't worry, I'm around. Just go ahead and waste your time some
Cool,
more.
Yeah. 7 times 10 pulls on character banner for 1 football. Yeah, so it seems like... Okay. I don't know to what extent I think that math is right. Because if you're hard pitying, right? Let me think some real quick. If you're hard pitying, I can't like show you an example. But didn't you just say that a 5-star is 200? I lost 50 and got something I wanted. Let's go. And then... Oh, it's something about fluorite. I saw a fluorite enjoyer in there somewhere. Now I can't find you again. I got Gobert on my 60th pull and Levitate on my 120th. Well, if you like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it takes multiple 10 pulls to get 1 arsenal pull. Most of the time. The problem is it's like kind of like front loaded. Because you get, once you pull a 6-star, you get 10 pulls. You get a full 10 pull, right? Ish. Maybe if they offered more arsenal tickets for dupes of 5 dupes or more, they might alleviate the issue. I don't know if it's an issue, is the problem. Like, I'm gonna be honest, from most of what I've seen, people have way more 6-star weapons than they would have otherwise. That's what I'm trying to, like, I guess that's what I'm failing to understand. Because what you're saying is, like, kind of right if you hard pity every single 6-star, right? But it's a 4% drop to get a 6-star. For 1. That's a very high percentage. That means if you pull 3 10 pulls on the arsenal ticket, you're gonna pull a 6-star. Or some shit like that, right? I don't know if it's an issue, is the thing that I'm confused with. Like, RNG is always going to be, quote-unquote, an issue, in the sense that some people will be luckier than others. It just is what it is, right? But in terms of, like, a design philosophy problem, I don't know if it's a problem. I just don't know. Nearly every temple in Weapon Banner, I've got a 6-star. Yeah, like I've gotten one every other. It's better than every other gacha system to date. Yeah, like your chances are significantly better in this game to get a 6-star weapon than most. Like, I thought I had insane luck, and then I was told, oh yeah, it's like 4% chance. I was like, oh, okay, I don't have insane luck. I have, like, normal luck. It's just that the way this sets up is insane. It just sucks because there are so many weapons that aren't that good, in my opinion. Welcome to every gacha game ever. And also, I wouldn't say not that good. They're just not the one you want. But yeah, I think it's pretty normal, unfortunately. There's usually a ton of 5-star weapons that are just meh. I mean, I think Withering Waves has 2 fucking full 5-star weapon banners, and there's like 1 weapon in each that's decent, and the rest of them it's like, oh, use this as a stat stick until you have an actual weapon you want. But yeah, I think in this game, there's just not a big roster of characters. Like, there really just isn't a huge roster of characters, so you're not going to have a ton of used weapons, because right now, the main characters people are wanting to build around are either usually, from what I've seen, Pog or Last Rite on the standard banner, and then our 2 featured DPS characters, which are Avon and Levitain, right? And their weapons, of course, they all have signature-specific weapons. And there really isn't much else in the way of, like, weapons for them, right? It's hard for me to know. I also wish they would release all the limited weapons at the beginning of the patch instead of waiting until the end for Yvonne. That one I kind of get because you can technically pull Yvonne really early, but then can't pull her weapon at all. But then you'd have the issue where like Yvonne's weapon banner would be up for way longer than the rest because of how that system works. Because I think the whole point, at least from my perspective, it seems like the point of it being like 3 weeks where the week starts, you know, there. There's a decent sword on the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass weapons are all the second bests for our featured characters, I think. If I recall. Maybe it's just Yvonne and Levitain, but like I'm pretty sure there's like they're like the second best weapons for these characters. But what is my brain not properly functioning for? I feel like it's scrambled eggs all up in my brain matter. If they were from the beginning, the guns are like top 3 for... Yeah, like if all 3 were available from the beginning, my only thing is, like let's say you get Yvonne right at the end of her banner, right? I think that's the intent, is like if you happen to get the character when you weren't expecting it, you at least have the next 2 banners to pull their weapon, if that makes sense. Versus, if you have it from the start, you'll only have 1 week. Or sorry, not 1 week. the length of Yvonne's banner to pull her weapon. Versus for Levitain, you would have had 3 banners to pull her weapon. And Gilberto, you would have had 3 banners to pull her weapon. So instead of it being an equal time for all of these weapons, you basically are like, you know, you're front loaded with it. And then they all disappear. So I'm not sure how that system would work. Or if it would be an improvement or not. I do understand the want to pull the weapon though. Like, does it work like oh well, just venting myself. I mean that's fine. I'm not gonna fault you for that. I'll get salty as fuck too. Over all kinds of random bullshit. My thinking is, I'm wondering, can you pull the weapons like you pull the characters? Like, if you lose the 50-50 on the weapon banner, can you pull Yvonne's weapon? Because if not, then that could be something they could add.
Since the tactics manual doesn't have any rules against fun, how about we play
No, you
some
can't.
icebreaker
So that
games?
would be something I would say would be a pretty good idea. Personally. Cleansing Jade. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just like my own assessment of it, but feels like a good idea. Stock redistribution. Let's handle it. Take all those. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Give my factory more reason to make things with amethyst. Just because I feel like it. I'm technically out making this, but I started out making it when it was like almost maxed out. So it's just slowly trickling down the savings. Well, I love big numbers, so I'm always a meta slave. But totally fair. I've been trying to fall out of the habit of meta team so I can really enjoy the characters I like. It's hard though. I love some of the quirky 4-star characters. Yeah, so for me, I'm like a, I don't know.
Looking for me?
I like building meta teams with characters I like. So like,
Get a new assignment.
I think technically this team isn't the meta team because you want Antle here, which Antle is cool,
Trying to.
but I really like
Get a new
Wolfguard.
assignment.
So I'd rather have Wolfguard here, even though he's technically worse.
Come on.
And then
let me
Akakuri's
do
fun.
something for
Ardeli is fun. For my Avon team,
behave from.
here, let me.
I hate trouble, but boredom's worse.
This is kind of the idea with my Avon team. I really like Fluorite. I really like Last Right. Like I think they're both cool. And then obviously Avon is probably my favorite character in the game right now. I want to replace Ardeli with Gilberta. And Fluorite will either remain here or be replaced with Jaihi, who I also really like. Yo, damn, how you get empty out the outpost bills? I think I'm doing something wrong. They're almost always full. Production is the main thing, but there's also another factor, which is, look at who's managing the outposts as well. I don't think this actually empty, I think maybe it just generates free money, but there is that. The main thing I think is just your general, like, creation of things, right? So like, for example, I have amethyst parts and amethyst bottles being made constantly. I've got buck capsules B and A because I have enough materials to make buck capsule B, but not the space to make buck capsule A in a certain area. I'm probably going to try and design like a little thing to make that better because I'm just lazy. So I just made a few different things and then copy pasted them everywhere. I have a bunch of battery production everywhere. It's really just all kinds of that, if I'm being honest. Making as much use of your space as you can to develop things. So like, I'll take you on a little tour of my Valley 4, since that's the main thing. If you want to be lazy, there are some good blueprints that you can use. Well, I kind of like doctored blueprints in the sense that I looked at what other people were making by using blueprints and then I edited it to fit what I wanted. For example, there's this, which I'll grab it real quick. I need to do something about my amethyst. My Richnium and Ferrium are maxed out. Yeah, amethyst is something that is like not really super duper useful in a lot of things, so I'm just turning it into bottles and parts for both crafting and selling. But yeah, there's like this. I basically turned all of my little farms into buck capsule A farms. Can I upgrade this, by the way? I don't remember. No, it's already fucking fully upgraded. So yeah, I turned all of my little ones into that. So like there's this one, Power Plateau, literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing, except it creates the bottles as well. But cap A for Power Plateau and the science one. And then battery for hub. Yeah. Where's the other one? There's another one in here, right? Or am I an idiot? Valley Pass, that's what it is. So I have Buck Capsule A in the all that. Valley Pass, I have a battery farm and I have plants here. And then plants turn into dust, and then I have my thermal banks that keep everything powered. Because I'm too lazy to set up that. I know there's perpetual motion machines or whatever that make it so you have like the exact amount of energy usage. So every time you hit 0, it like deposits just enough of a battery to give you full charge. To like barely keep your shit running, but I'm too lazy, so I just did this. And called it a day. And then my core AIC area is my most empty. So my AIC area, I have Buck Capsule B. I have steel parts. I have more steel parts. Well, that go into batteries. And then I have more batteries over here. When you can swap to batteries, do it. What do you mean when you can swap to batteries? For me right now, I'm making as many batteries as I can. I don't have enough iridium to make more. I have 3 battery generators. For your thermal banks. I am using batteries on my thermal banks. What do you mean? My thermal banks are using purple batteries. There are people that still use iridium. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's more efficient to just use batteries. I have 3 batteries and 1 Buck Capsule A, but it's not enough. Yeah, you probably want a more Buck Capsule A's. And some you can throw in some Buck Capsule B's too if you need to just use the materials. Because the thing with Buck Capsule B is if you don't have the space for Buck Capsule A, they're still pretty good. And then you can make a generator for amethyst bottles, all kinds of stuff. I made this for a viewer. They wanted to ask, they were asking like how to set up one of these kind of efficiently. Realistically, you'd want double the Origio Crust and the Farium, but they wanted it to come out of their PAC, so this is about what you can get. And then they also wanted one of these to make the parts. But yeah. I don't know why that's the thing, but yeah. Okay, noted, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, but yeah, Buck Capsule A's on your smaller factory plants is gonna be good. Okay, gathering tip from that. If I recall correctly, the quarry is what I wanted to zipline up next. I wanted to create a zipline setup of sorts here. Let me look. So I had it saved somewhere, the layout. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, how the fuck we get up here? But no, keep an eye on resource generation for some materials in the shredder. I didn't realize until the other day that shredding sand leaf grants 3 resources. Oh yeah, I should also give another tip then. In Wuling, you know what? I should actually probably turn that into a video too. I'm gonna tell it to you guys anyway, but I'm gonna probably make a video on it. So, when you are in Wuling, you're going to want to make Zirnite. Zirnite requires a lot of carbon. So, a lot of people have a ton of sand leaf generating and being turned into carbon. It's somewhat inefficient because you can set up, instead of 2 sand leaf generators, you can set up 1 generator for any of the Wuling plants, and the planting units actually output 2 of them instead of 1, which means this 1 generator here can fully cover both of these carbon generators. Which means that singular machine there covers all of the carbon I need for this Forge of the Sky. It does require water, but you're in, what do you call it? You're in a location where there's a ton of water, you'll be fine. So, I set this up for both of my Forges of the Sky to make batteries. And thank you for the subscription, welcome in. But yeah. So, this consumes less power, and it takes up less actual physical space as well. Not that I'm too worried about space right now. I do need to eventually renovate, but I'm lazy, so. I'll do it later. I wonder how they could expand on the factory. Adding more machines, more materials, all kinds of things. Factories are very, like, on a bare bones, it's very simple. Giving more freedom to further optimize things too. I look forward to the next upgrade for wheeling. I want a third forge with this guy. Same. I think the new region is going to add a new mechanic, to be honest. Yeah, each new region adding a new factory mechanic would make sense. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was making gear. I made gear until I had 15,000 of them. And that was fine. I probably need to make Gearnite water too. But I'll wait until I have more batteries for that. And then I'll probably disconnect it from this one, since it comes over here. Or I'll split it off as well. I could just split it off and make more, but yeah. Have so much resources for it, yeah. It's my first game with this mechanic, low-key overwhelming as fuck. Just been using blueprints and I have no idea what's really happening. That's fair. It's totally fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Just take it at the pace that you can. Like, if you can't take it at, like, a pace that you feel comfortable with progressing in the game, then just do the blueprints and then slowly begin to understand. Look at the blueprints and try and figure out why they're doing the things they are in the blueprints. Okay, but I am going to go up to the top of this. I believe I can still turn it, right? And funny ad moment. Yeah, nobody's judging how you play this game. It's just supposed to be fun. Yep, this is true. This is very true. And if anyone's judging you, it's because they feel bad about themselves. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if someone judges how you're building a factory in a gacha game, they're they feel bad about themselves. Just ignore them. Then, yeah. Play how you want. Do whatever you want to do. We don't listen to those people. Indeed. We ignore them. Kept trying to look up and it wasn't working. Oh. We need this to turn twice, I think. Is it each turn is 1/3? Yeah, it is. They're sad and little, indeed. Honestly, once you get it, you will spend a lot of time playing around with it to optimize your factory. Yes, even if the optimization isn't necessarily, like, needed, you will be doing it. Oh, I forgot. I can do that myself. Yeah. I wonder if I'm misremembering something. Whatever. I'm just gonna go up and look. I think I forgot how I do a thing. Oh wait, no. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah. Because I just wanted to be up here and get up to this. Okay, so here's the deal. This is what I wanted to get to. We want this. And that drops me down to not the lowest level, but one of the lower levels. If I recall correctly, I'm gonna want zip lines to be kind of just all up in here. One's probably gonna need to be on there, but for now. Use some.
Oh,
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
I guess Endfield
Okay.
finds it valuable.
Haven't been over here yet. Oh, I have. Okay, so I got my pylon down there. Nope, not you. Gotta do this. Oh, wrong button, that's why. It's not working. Ooh, perfect spot? No? Yeah. Is there a perfect spot I can find? Because I'd like to be able to zip line up here. Because this is a high up. What is blocking it? That? I think it's fine. I think what I do is I just have to make sure it's as close as I can get it. There's a small platform on the left, you might be able to get to it. True, but I'm not trying to get it to go up here alone. I'm trying to get it to go up here so it can go elsewhere. I want it to go out to the rest of the area, because my next zipline, I want to be up on one of those crane things. Because I just want to be able to get around the whole area. But I can do this. Nope. Wait, yes. I can do that. Now you're only 30 in that direction. I believe the zip lines cut my shit off. They cut me off. So what I can do instead, because this is where the mushrooms are. For that bit of understanding.
Yeah.
As well. So start transmission, teleport down here while I'm holding the transmission. Just in case you didn't know that was a thing, by the way. It's a thing. You can teleport while you're holding the cable, and as long as it's in a straight line and it doesn't like go past 90 meters, you'll teleport with it. So, just in case you didn't know that. There you go. I accidentally didn't power it properly. But yeah, what I just see? You watched magic. Here, let me properly, I have to get all the way back over there because I'm stupid. I forgot to put the little propel thing down. Can you do that again, slowly, please? Sure, I'll give you another demonstration. I do not mind doing that at all. Just let me get back up there. I foolishly, forgot my way up. I forgot to connect the pylons to each other. Or I forgot to connect the pylon to the relay before coming down. I was expecting to have the zip line. Because I was going to go down there and move that zip line. Okay, so let me just show you real quick. Also, can you do that trick on mobile? I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. I don't know what mobile has you do in order to get your stuff to connect. I don't know, I'm not, like, I want you to understand, I'm not pressing any funny buttons or anything. That's literally just how the mechanic works. So, I just use the cable that goes up. It's just as fast as the zipline you're putting up. Is it though? I don't think so. Because you have to run all the way over here, don't you? And then you have to go up the zipline, and you have to run up this. Versus what I want to do is I want to zipline instantly up here, and then this zipline will automatically be connected to a zipline over there to get to the other resources in the area.
Yeah.
I fell. Alright, nope, this is perfect. No, get down. I'm moving. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so to give you that idea, so let's say you go to this relay tower, right? I can start the transmission, and I can teleport to here, right? And the transmission cable comes with me. See? So I can take this and I can connect it to like this relay tower, for example. All I did was teleport here after clicking the relay. As long as you're within 90 meters, I think, is the point where it breaks, then you're fine. Can I do that? Yeah. Yeah. Laggy. For collecting materials, it's not going to matter as much because I'm only going to have to do this every few days. But we're just generally trying to run around the area.
Need me to do some trimming?
There's all kinds of fun stuff. Very old letter. I'm still willing to listen to those rather childish dreams of yours. I'm still willing to listen to those songs. Or wait, I'm still willing to sing those songs to the children. I'm still willing to see you draw those worlds of fantasy. I'm still willing to ignore those pranks you play on me. I still regret not scaling that mountain with you. So many years have passed, darling. I can finally see you again. Aubrey. Aubrey is mentioned in the,
Something dangerous is up ahead.
what's that area called? Etch Space Salvage. Oh, you know it's very funny. You know how you're talking about whip. I don't know what shorts you've seen that I've made, if any. But I can tell you one thing. I have a very, very funny. Fuck. I know you're not what I want. I have a funny short on the Wuling zip lines. There's one that's kind of goofy. Perhaps I'm a fool. Let me think. So if I'm trying to do this, right? That won't work, of course. I want one thing to be right here. This cannot possibly be over here, so I'm basically just trying to find which of these units is going to end up over there. And which of them will not. I don't think it can be this one, because this can only be over there with this. So it has to be this one. So it can only be here. Or here. No? Am I stupid? Give me a second. This has helped me? Not at all. Oh yeah, I can do this. Oh, you see, this is the overcomplicating bullshit. All right, I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, cool. I must have to turn these, right? I must have to rotate them. There's no way they're gonna be in the same orientation. No, they were in the same orientation. So yes. So where did I want to set my next zip line? Probably. Probably right over here, right? Oh, so you were talking about some tube short? Yeah, on YouTube I made a short that basically it was a little funny, it was a little goofy, because you can actually set up some pretty fun stuff by, for lack of a better term, Yes, Utu. You can set up an out-of-bounds zip line in Wuling. That is very funny for traveling around. To what extent can I... So I know you can't do it on the zip lines. Or you can't do it on those things. Because the second you get on one of these, right? Oh wait, you can't. I'm just an idiot. It's fine. But yeah, so you can set up an out-of-bounds zipline, which is fun. There's one that's underground here, right? I need to get to the entrance of it. Where do you enter it? Right here? Right? Yeah, okay. So, I could probably set up a zipline. Oh, actually it could be right here. So, let me see, is there any spaces here? Right here, maybe? No? No. Oh, this moves. Yeah, this moves. So I could set it up here. I could also go closer instead of further. Instead of like down here. Check it out in a bit. Alrighty. Be good. Yeah. Powering this area is the annoying part, really. But yeah, that's the last zip line I'll put on this side, and then I want to make zip lines for the other side, the other teleport one. Yes. There. Then I would take this, and I'd go over here. And I'd get stuck down here, jumping in. Grabbing all these. Well, not stuck, but, you know, I'd be way down here. So I can teleport back. And then the area I'd want to go to next, probably, I could set up a zipline there from this teleport point. Because this is where I've got one of these anyway. I need to make more of those pylons though. I need to make more relays, more pylons, and more ziplines. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. I have to actually go to my AIC or my PAC in order to craft that shit, I think. Because it's buildings.
Entering core AIC area.
Alright. Button. 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 There we go. I was trying to do. This is the something, by the way, I will say that I really like. I like that my woodling originium can be used for crafting over here. Because it was kind of annoying because I use all of my originium in Valley 4. Now I just have to wait until woodling can become regional development level 10. Because then I could potentially start moving originium over here if I'm still not using all of it over there. There we go. So I think towers, nope. I think I can make a lot more of the towers. Yeah, mine's 0, yeah.
These minerals are essential
My base used to be super
materials.
expensive, they just spam batteries everywhere. I see.
Perish!
Damn, you ain't helping at all with this one. Where'd you go? Oh, they got stuck. Okay. And then I need to go past the depot point. Or past the recycling station. There we go. Ideally. Just in case I need to check it more regularly. Probably take the pylon and move it closer. So then, right. And then it was kind of funny once I realized what was happening. Oh, okay. Yeah, originium, it's a lot better to convert into batteries. Power. So I could move it up here. Just to cover more space. No. Back here. Okay, there's nothing really to do with those recycling components, right? Once Dijon is done, not really, but I don't know if they'll be used later. So, I'd rather be safe than sorry. It's also where you turn in deliveries, but there's no deliveries in this zone. I was sitting here treating that like a relay tower. Okay, let's see. Can I actually? Yeah, I can make it there. No, I've got this area covered. All of its potential rare resources and stuff. Oh, I guess there's this up here. I can go from this way. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can zip line from there to there. It'll take a couple of zip lines though, because the angle. because I can still see it. Ooh, can I get it up on top? First, let me try to understand where I'm trying to get. It's right down here. So. It's probably gonna need to be up on top of something. Just give me a board, thank you. Could I just... Yeah, that's fine. There's another relay tower up here anyway. Hey. Up here? No. Not nearly enough proper space. Yeah, okay. Definitely don't want it to be up there. Is there enough room here? No. I feel like could I potentially go? I don't know if I have the ability even with that. Maybe on top of this. I might be able to jump and get it though. Wait. No, there's not enough space. Oops, no. Kind of funny. This is so unfortunate because it does fit there, it just doesn't have the right spots. Because those spots technically don't count even though it would fit. I think what I should do is I should start by just having this set up. Nope, that's not where I want to do. Not even close. I don't know how you did that, but cool. Let's have you over here. Okay. Guess we'll start from over here. Then teleport back. Her. I want this zipline to work. First, I need to figure out where I can put this zipline that'll work. Oh, well, yeah. I would love for it to not. Okay. Oh, there's actually a perfect spot literally right here. Cool. Yeah, I can go to both. So, if I can go through you. Just gonna phase through a couple walls real quick. And boom. Alright. So I have now zipline-ified quarry. So for now, that is the damn clean, yes. So I've done the hub, I've done the valley pass, and I've done the quarry. Next, I'm probably gonna do the science park. Because this one has a lot of places to go and a depot in it, so I'm gonna want to have one go to the depot. I'm gonna want to have, obviously, one at the teleport point. I also need to get the power over here. Which, I'm gonna be real, I don't feel like powering it from all the way over on the park. Unless, wait, let me... actually, it's fine. Yeah, I can get the power to get over here. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, here's the elevator. I want to get a sight line. Yeah, sight line. So, let's have this here. Whose zip line is that? These are random people's zip lines. Oh, I think I actually have one zip line that's all the way. But. Go. So, something to keep in mind when you're putting the planes down, you talk about it being clean. The cleanest way to do it is to put them up really fucking high, because there's so many obstacles that get in your way. So, like here, is 100% where I'm putting my next zip line. Assuming I can. Yeah, cool, I can. Let me try and put it on the edge of its range. Because they can only go 110 meters. So, there's you. I'm going to be able to very easily power this. Though, I want to power it without having to run around enemies. So this should be the easiest way. Never mind, I have to go all the way to here, and then run in a different direction. So I can keep it as straight as I can. I don't think I have the... No, I do. I have the distance. I do. Okay. So. There we go. Statue. This work? This works wonderfully. And then I'll have one that goes into the... I can go straight to that recycling station, I think. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Who knows? Maybe I'll need more power in here. I can justify that. Actually, put you on top of this. No, there's no space. Wait, is there space? Yeah, there's no space. You just stop. Let me think. I guess there's no point in making this zipline come all the way in. Whatever. Just trying to make it go as far as I can, though. There we go. Okay, then I need to make it go to the depot, and then probably down to the resources that are south of the depot, right? Yeah, these guys. Someone's already set up some zip lines there, but I'm gonna be honest, they have too many zip lines. Maybe they have pylons though instead of towers. Makes sense. That's the case. Okay, so let's have you right here. I do actually. Did I? Oh, this is actually good stuff to gauge that. You're not the one I want, though. The one way down there, I think. Yeah, I want one that's going to be, like, on that corner. So that's actually a pretty useful zipline, because I'm going to be able to put down mine while knowing where that one is. And I want to hit that one. Okay, so it says distance is too far. That means that that's a pylon all the way over there. And I already know that the distance of a zipline tower is 110 meters. So I can 110% hit the distance I need on that. Run around you. And I'm going to zipline over and destroy the one that's on that lip. Oops, wrong facility. Oh yeah, that's blocked. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna run over and destroy this one. And then I'm gonna destroy the one that's all over there. And I'm gonna replace it with a tower instead of a pylon. Delete. Yep, there's a pylon. Delete. Interestingly enough, I could probably do this. So let's first connect you to you. Then this is close enough, or is this too far? Heh. See, that's exact an exact way that can be used. That right there. You teleport with the cable, and I 100% wouldn't have made it here. But because it's a straight line from the teleport, I make it easily. So that is exactly what you want from that. And then let's get the start of the zipline going. I go here, and then from here I go to that recycling station area, or I can go to the depot. And then from the depot, I go over to the... Oh, fucking you little shit. Block. I have to move that one. Or, when it's Hacker Man, it is natural element, apparently. You son of a... It's like, that's infuriating. I'm too close to the depot. Wait. Perfection. Never mind. We're fine. We're fine. Save. I put this down 16... What? How has this already been repaired 16 times? I just put it down. How many people are using this? Isn't that what that means? Or is this the number of zip lines that I have? Yes, alright, here we go. Now I fixed it. And then the resources are over there, so I'm just gonna... Oh, well... That person has it kind of where I want it? Eh. I mean, it's a nice little... Oh, wait, no, that's a thing created by it, isn't it? Not repair. Delete. There we go. I get closer. One closer. Oh yeah, it's zip lines that you can't do that with. I'm 100% going to run all. The worst case scenario is no longer possible. This is definitely close enough. Even if I walk all the way around. Let's go. Alright. So I have it set up to where I can go to the first node. I can go to one of the special material things, whatever. Where do I want to go next? Probably I want a zipline to go into the gate, because I can't really go anywhere else from here without going to the gate. It'd be ideal if I can go to the gate from both the depot and the recycle station. Never mind, I absolutely can. That's super easy. Placement area is restricted. Oh, is it too short? No, it's not too short. Okay, that's as far as it gets in. So, do that. I can put this around the door so that it's hidden. Just for aesthetic purposes. Can you go where I want you? For the love of all that is... Okay, cool, thank you. Hi, little card. There we go. Lovely, 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 lovely. There we go. So we're going to want one of these. And then we probably want to get to here. Here. And then we'll have to find a way to zipline around. Well, I guess we can just go around this way because there's already a resource over there. Yeah, let's do that. But first, let's put a guy right up, like, up in here. In fact, there's someone already with a zipline over there that I can go to. Yeah. I don't know if this is the perfect spot for it because I want it to be like a good amount of room, and I also want there to be there's an area over there that I want to go to, is the problem. Where's the pylon I've got, or the relay? There it is. Yeah, it's super close, I don't really care. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So this hits that perfectly, but what I'm wanting to go to is not that. Select details. Like, I want to go south. Here. Let's go straight forward. I don't need to go directly to it, but I just need to get close enough. Because it's over this, right? Yeah.
Unlike the Blight and Rifts, Orleans aren't that dangerous.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Wait, no. Am I an idiot? I don't remember. I don't remember if I did a stupid or not. I know I haven't opened this door yet. I don't really remember how you open this door. Do I just click on it? No, I don't. Is my brain massive or tiny? This is the question of all questions. But I can make use of that tip I just talked about earlier. Yet again. Because first I'm going to make use of this zip line right here. Get across this area. One of the only zip lines I've put down beforehand. I'm probably going to move the one that's over there though, because now I have towers instead of pylons. So I can make it go way farther. But here's the vibe. I'm gonna grab you. Then I'm gonna teleport. I'm gonna hope I'm teleporting within range. Okay, I am. When I say within range, I do not mean within range of connection, by the way. I mean within range of not instantly breaking the line. So, I do this, and I can wrap around, now that I have the ability to control it more efficiently. Okay. Is there a thing here? I guess I should probably put down a little power. Yeah, I'll just do it here.
High-risk target detected. Stay calm. We've trained for this.
Go. Okay, and then this should be a big enough space. It's not. Okay, well, I'll have to find something else. Ooh, I can definitely get up there. Or not. Yeah, but the goal is I want to have this. Here. That is enough. That is enough. Good for gaming. And this is once again hidden.
Yeah. Huh? Unlike the Blight and Rifts, Orleans aren't that dangerous.
This is true. Though. That is something to keep in mind. There isn't like a direct zipline up, so I kind of have to. Oh, I guess I could probably teleport to leave, can't I? I know there's supposed to be more stuff in this direction. I imagine I should probably do quests. Can I get in this place? There was a pretty bad explosion. Plane's probably a royal mess right now. What's going on? It's Jeremy, a colleague of mine is probably trapped in this place and need to rescue him. What's this place for? This is a coal plant and I'm a UWST crewmate. You can call me Angle. The explosion of the power plateau did some damage to this place. I saw a malfunctioning notification at the plant reactor at the control center, so I called Jeremy to verify the sitch. He told me he evac'd the place after shutting down the reactor, but I couldn't get a hold of him since that call. Now I can't even get the plant gate open. I really hope nothing bad happens to him. How are you getting in? I assume she wants to do something to the wall next to us. The gate won't budge, so this calls for desperate measures. I'm gonna blast a hole through the sidewall instead. Blast a hole? Yeah, never did demolishing before, but I did work at a chemical plant, so I actually know my explosives. As long as we've got enough bombs, keep the payload in check, it should be alright. I'll do it. I did my share of demolitioning. Or I guess of demolishing. Really, it's really dangerous, you know? Don't worry, I'm really good at this. Yes, I am. This is correct. Okay, then, really appreciate this. Be safe in there. There's a chance the plant structure might collapse. Okay, wait here. I'll open the door from the inside. Cool. Nope. Bomb. Yeah, stop by something, just try to switch it off. Okay. Oh. Oh, what was I supposed to just get up here? Oh, trying to run around that thing. No, it's not working. What's behind the door? I have to throw a bomb back there? Yeah, I have to throw a bomb back there. I have to throw many bombs back there because apparently those explosive things don't explode. Is that better?
Yeah.
It's better. explosives.
Acquiring Arlene is our top priority on missions. I wonder what secret it hides.
Pull plant's daily inspection log. Okay, inspection run completed. Safety hazards marked, synced with all departments. And then it was all Jeremy. Nothing particularly interesting here. Nice. Something behind the door? Looks like it.
Arlene. A thing that's just as unreliable as my memories.
Very interesting. Not gonna lie. Well, I'm gonna jump over you. I'm gonna assume there's something behind the door again? Yep. So Jeremy's her apprentice. Invitation to the Safe Production Workshop. Master Ingle, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. It's been a while since I took over the coal plant and I'm slowly getting the hang of it. I hope I can invite you to our Safe Production Workshop. The time I've spent on this job made me realize that I'm not the perfect manager. Running a factory needs plenty of experience and technical knowledge, especially in safety matters. Making best guesses and imagining scenarios in my head aren't going to work. Yours sincerely, Jeremy. I assume that all unlocks later. It's probably going to be like this, and then like this. There we go. Well, yeah, actually fixed it. I hope we can make it on time. The collapse looks pretty serious. Follow me to control room. Okay. So she's going to check the status of the reactor in this control room. We have gel clogging up the ventilation shaft above the reactor. The thing won't work at all. Gel? What's going on? Maybe it's blight. The reactor's still running, and the gases produced condensed and formed a gel. Oh, I guess that's also a thing. Gases aren't poisonous, but they condense into a gel that blocks the ventilation, and it's highly explosive. We're sitting on a powder keg. Normally this shouldn't be happening. Power plateau incident probably automatically switched off the ventilation shaft, but kept the reactor running. Result is gel buildup that clogged the ventilation shaft. Jeremy probably failed to shut down the reactor. That would explain all the error notifications I received. Where is he? Let me think. Task right now is to switch on the generator and shut the reactor. Okay. So it's not responding. I assume she's just gonna send us in and have us do this. So where's the reactor? I can take a look. Tells us where it is. I will say I'm kind of mixed on there being no voice acting for some of these side missions that have like the voiceover dialogue, so I can't really read it while I'm playing. Reach the ventilation shaft, the gate won't open. Okay. Oh. See, your boy might be a little stupid. This probably would be good to open it up a lot sooner. By the way, this is where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to get like a zip line up in here or something. Because there's some special materials back there. There's a component style I node. Looks like I'll have to go unlock it later. Yeah, so we have this. We have this. You know, the purpose of this is very simple. I am currently see, right here. If I can do it on the corner, I can 100% do this. No? Is that the way? This feels like I should be able to do it, but maybe it's my fault. I might have placed the one up here wrong. Fine. Yeah, I might need to put it more to the left. Or further back. No? Maybe closer. No, maybe it just don't work like that. I don't know. It could also just be that I need to put it here. Right. This feels like I should probably just put it here. And then stash these here. Not share, stash. Oh, correctly. The location of this zipline be right here. This is about to make things very, very nice for me. Not gonna lie. And fucking tastic. Alright. My production should improve generally. Of course,
These minerals are essential
this one will
materials,
require
right?
slightly more running than the rest, but from what I can tell, the true bottleneck is definitely sanity, but I also haven't used any of the sanity that I can save. I don't use the sanity items you get until I absolutely need it. I love explosives. Well, according to that, it would work, but I guess not. Fine. Oh, okay. Ventilation shaft is back in business. Nice. Huge. Absolutely massive. I wonder if Umbral Monument will require multiple teams. I kind of hope so. I want to have a reason to have like multiple teams built up. So just the one. I thought that was something I'd stand on. I was wrong. I could, in fact, not stand on it. Unfortunate. Oh, that's a mistake. Hey, so I can go down here. Jeremy's handy term. Jeremy's work diary. Everyone has been evac'd, but I must shut down the reactor. Master Ingle has designed a faulty control module that suddenly failed when the power plateau incident occurred. I should have rerun a few checks after taking over the job. Career log. How to manually switch off the reactor if the control system fails. Pressure valve positions on large reactors. I have a real bad feeling about Jeremy. The fact that he is not here.
Nice! Looks like we made quite the haul.
Check the reactor. Okay. Now we need to fix the malfunctioning reactor. Oh, he's still in there. Oh wait, never mind. No, yeah. I didn't see him. There's a possibility we should not rule out. Yep, he might have escaped. He might have not. I didn't see a body, so. We'll have to see. Hey, nice. Umbral Monument, I think, just started, right? Or no? There we go. Here's the Umbral Monument, gamers. Make sure this is done properly. All right. So from what I can visually tell, it looks like there's a bunch of upgrade materials in here that are really, really nice. Which I guess it would be a pretty decent time to take a break from the current stuff. Oh my god, the event is out? Yes, I just saw that. I'm currently going to it. Time to start all this good stuff. Alright. Umbral Monument gaming time. Sergio Leon. Edmund, I'm glad you came. I'm Sergio Leon from Logistics. I invited every Enfielder, but I never expected that you'll be the first to respond, Edmund. I've completed my first series, the Umbral Monument. What's this Umbral Monument? Let me give you a quick intro. I come from a family of filmmakers. Before joining Endfield, I was a director myself. My parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, even great-great-grandparents were all famous directors. You could easily spot their names in Rankwood as far back as the Age of Terra. But they only produced commercial flicks for base entertainment. None of their works depicted the true glory of heroes who faced suffering without fear. Unlike heroic depictions that cater to mass entertainment, I admire the strength that springs from truth, and the courage born of real life and death struggles. That's why I gathered real-life experiences from field operators to film my movies. I felt the somber weight of every battle actually fought. I now have the materials that can finally bring justice for the heroes, and I hope they can be properly evaluated. A heroic film deserves a heroic audience, and none is more fitting than you, Edmund. So please, if you have a moment, how about an immersive dive of my first series, Umbral Monument, adapted from the real-life experiences of our field operators. Okay, cool. Oh, I have to beat normal mode to unlock Acne? Okay.
Let me see.
I keep forgetting to use my skill points. Is this why they nerfed the shields? Because there's going to be a bunch of those that nerf. So it feels like. I just wish, like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it doesn't change no matter where you attack them from. That's what I wanted. I wanted them to just make it so that they'd still take, like, almost no damage if you attack them from the front. But if you manage to get them from behind, they'd take more damage, and they'd be treated more like a normal enemy. I thought I was gonna slam, and instead he did that. Absolutely eating that to the face.
I shall cremate darkness!
I don't know if this is timed or not. No, it's literally just it. Okay. So it's a combat-based event, and it's going to be released in batches, it looks like. And what happens if I turn Agni mode on? Nice. I literally just get double rewards for Agni mode. Okay. The mist deals damage to all operators. And new enemies appear. When a controlled operator receives HP treatment, others receive 50% of it as well, but tacticals and consumables cannot be used.
Whatever comes next better be
Okay.
memorable.
I can try it. I'm not very good at the combat in this game, but I can certainly try it. It's a very simple combat system, and because of that, I didn't really spend any time learning much about it. I kind of just fucking button mashed my way through everything. I mean, I know the basics, which is obviously like I should be using my other character skills before I use lava tanks. I should definitely apply this. Oh, I couldn't use my skill because of the finisher. Yeah, that's right. Start from the sanding bottleneck and finding the artificing system to be the natural struggle. To be honest, I don't think it's that big of a problem. I mean, I guess it's like, in the sense of trying to perfect everything, yes, but you get the most of your, like, actual stats from making the gear and leveling your character. Like, leveling up your abilities and stuff, right? So to me, the artificing is almost like an extra thing. On top of that, some of the artificing stats are pretty easy to level up, because if they're sub-stats, you can craft other gear that has that stat as a main stat, and because even at the lowest level, it's higher than the sub-stat version, you have good odds of increasing instead of standard odds. But I could see that, like, being, like, when I say struggle, I mean, like, I could see that taking a while. It's not necessarily difficult, but it could take a minute, for sure. Because of the restrictions on wielding builds right now. But I don't have a bolt for that, or I don't have a skill. Okay. Let's do this to generate more skill points. Really don't like these dogs. Try and do this as much as I can. Oh, she's just dead. Cool. Yep. Alright. I think I lose this. Yeah. The reason I lose this is very simple. I can only dodge for Lava Cane. I can't dodge for the rest of the team. Shuffle myself back. Alright, I guess I can just press this to reset. I could definitely do that though. It's funny that the lowest level character stayed alive the longest though. Of the
Got my eyes peeled
NPCs.
for an opening.
Let's go. I have total faith in you.
I can't quit my turn. Great teamwork. On it.
Yeah, the operator's taking damage in the mist, and then the NPCs just standing in it is kind of insane. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I don't know. I want them to stay a little bit closer to me. Unless the mist is everywhere and it's just how the camera looks. Because, like, I'm putting right now, it's just fucking sitting in it. Some little heals. One moment. Ember might be the play for that. AoE shield to prevent NPC stupidity. Yeah. I'm just, you know. I'm an individual who tends to not be. I like to run not necessarily the same team always, but it's like I like to be able to do most of the game with the characters I want to play, and I don't have that character to begin with. So if I end up having to run her in order to prevent NPC stupidity, then the NPCs should just not be that stupid. That's more of an issue with the NPCs themselves being stupid than me running the wrong character. I highly doubt, at the very least, that this event is designed in mind with her doing them. Okay, let me... Yeah, because I assume it's like an artificial timer in the sense of the NPC health. But it's kind of annoying that the enemies here are sitting in the mist, but they're probably designed this way. I don't know, maybe it's, I'm giving them too much credit. But like, you know, I feel like this unit specifically running around and running away from me feels intentional to draw time out. Because now I'm running into obviously a problem. Here, let me pop our down this hole and try to heal them. Once they stop evading, they're basically recovered indeed. I'm basically using all of my skills in Ardelia to try to keep the NPCs alive. Because the character I'm controlling is completely fine. But my damage is suffering because these fucking guys are just standing and shit. And they just literally stood in that too. Yep, alright, cool. Yeah, that's rough. Wonder if there's like a genuine solution to that. I don't know, maybe I guess just do more damage and beat the fight faster? Or I guess just solo with this character. That's another jumping attack with us. Have the skill point production to do this. Fucking NPCs. I was able to solo it, so it's fine, but if they hadn't died, that would have been way easier. Clutch, lol. Indeed. Do you know when this comes out for NA? It's out for NA right now. I'm on NA. I'm playing on NA and a U. Whatever that combined server is.
Let me see.
Got my eyes peeled for an opening.
Hector, I have total faith in you.
You guys. It's all you little range shitters. I can only hit 2 of them with that, it's fine. I actually need to kick that habit. I kept habitually using Ardelia because I was used to it in the last one. On the Agonies, I'm probably going to have to do that. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this with a non-Ardelia team. Me, personally. I'm not saying no one can. But I'm saying that I don't know if I will be able to personally because I rely on the healing so much for my my teammates. Even if I myself can dodge most things, it's still kind of troublesome for me. I don't know how to, like, I don't know if it's like switching or something like that. I don't like switching very much in this game, personally.
Great teamwork.
I'm not saying I don't like that you can switch, I'm saying I personally don't like to do the action of switching very much.
Wolves, let's feast.
Please help, Mr. Dolly!
Your end is nigh.
Up the back. Knock down the
Perfect execution!
Nice.
just as I predicted.
Guess I'll join.
The T-creds are actually so fucking appreciated, though. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really low on those. And I have been really low on those for a while. So. Yeah, I can try with the Agony. This one with the Agony is either going to be much harder or much easier. Because realistically, like, the damage the enemies deal isn't as much. But they're also harder to dodge because they're all, like, little ranged guys and stuff. So. We'll have to see.
Got my eyes peeled for an opening.
Let's go! I have total faith in you all.
Less big hits, but the hits themselves are smaller sometimes.
Nice moves.
Yeah, so this is what I mean. Like, the Lavatain's only taking a lot of damage. It's now the bots are going to get everything, I think. Against these kinds of guys. My eyes don't work. Imagine doing this without my glasses. Ugh.
Be gentle, Mr. Dolly!
Yeah, the more that the enemies die around them, the tougher they get. I forgot. I have to kill the ones that are high stacks first. Well, I think it's the number of attacks they get in, something like that. Yeah, I have to actually, like, go around and put them in a circle. I can't just dump them.
I shall bring it. Darkness.
And try to get rid of these. Once they've been here for a minute. Damn it, perma T, 0 T credits. That's one does. Oh, she's dead. Okay. Wait, no, she's not dead.
None shall live.
What happened? Is this one more of these? Yeah. I'm gonna farm you. Because now it's just one, so I can just sit and dodge all day. Or I can not dodge because I'm an idiot. Can't even see. Okay, so this is kind of what I talked about before. The way that Lavatain's slashes look versus the red, slight light of this guy about to attack me makes it so hard to see. For me. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm fucking secretly colorblind or some shit. But like that is so difficult to distinguish for me. That was my only real complaint with the like base combat stuff. Is I wish you could customize the color of that. Oh, Sticks, hi chat. Hello Arsu, welcome in. Playing some Arknights Endfield. There's a new combat-based mode. There's a challenge mode of it. So I'm doing the normal versions of the missions and then challenge mode. Missed that. That was rough. Probably could have done a finisher first, but it's fine. I'll win. Yeah, I win this. I win these.
You
Nice.
did all right. Just leave the.
Oh, these are the medals for these specific. Wait, what? What's this do? Oh. Oh, okay. Cool.
Are we setting off now?
I think I'm gonna have a full level 90 team after this, by the way, gamers.
Execute plan A.
All of the upgrade materials from this, combined with the credits, I think I'm good. Can I run through this? No, I can't. Wait. Oh, they jump in. Oh, that's sick. This is super cool. Alright. Are they tag teaming? I hope they do. I hope they tag team and then they both jump in. I'm gonna get him to half and see what he does. 'Cause that's what it feels like. Or is it more that he jumps in? I guess the ranged one is just attacking from range, isn't it? Wow. I ran back in and got hit.
Nice moves.
Anything for you, so I can just do this. Oh, it must be time based, I think, or it's getting them down to 0, and then they do that, and they both heal or something.
Don't go too far, Mr. Gully.
Feels like it's being designed to be like a proper boss fight or something. Let's see what happens when I read this here. Yeah, that's what happens. And then they're both gonna heal and then pop back in. Okay, they're both healing in half and then they pop back in. Nice, alright. Sick. I should probably stay stuck to this guy like blue. That way I can make use of my AoEs. Because the other one's gonna come to me anyway. So just letting him harass me from range is a bad idea.
Your end is nigh.
There you go.
It was harder than I thought.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, part of me is like, should I, before I even do the agony, should I see if I can upgrade her? I mean, why not? All right. Wait, these are all separate rewards? That's insane. Holy lucrative event. It's fucking crazy. That's such, oh, I thought that was just what you got from the thing. And I was like, oh, okay, it's letting me pick up the rewards as I do it. But no. Holy shit.
There's a theory I learned in class that everyone will eventually be promoted to a role they can't handle. So, if I get stuck for too long, Enmin, please be sure to step in and offer me your guide.
Crazy.
Come on, let me do.
Get a new assignment.
Oh, it's just the heat bonus. Yeah, I can't really do a whole lot about that. But yeah. Oh wow.
Looking for me?
I guess she can go straight to level 10.
So
Oh,
this
straight
is
to
what
level
an
90.
elite debriefing
So
looks
now I have a
like.
full team
Truly
at level 90.
eye-opening.
Looking for me? You finally remember something?
My diary is like the rings of an ancient tree. It keeps a record of every lesson I learned while growing up. My diary is like the rings of an ancient tree. It keeps a record of every lesson I learned while growing up.
Just because you're at a decent level of investment. Not to mention, I think the basic attacks are kind of useful in this game, period. Just because the characters themselves. Ooh. The characters themselves are always attacking. So, there's that. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Acquisition store. 4 barrel, nice. Some extra T cards in here. Some of you. Some of you. Those are like 75% or so off. Nice.
Looking for me?
Consumes corrosion. Target enemy suffers arts damage taken. Okay. See what I can get from you. Guess that's a good one. Base level. What about you? Wow, you really have jack shit that's useful. Alright.
Looking for me?
Get a new.
Looking.
Eccomi.
Come on, let me do something for Enfield.
Of course, you could look at. What? Yeah. You could look at this. And then boom, you see all this stuff. Which this one's good on her. It's just this is kind of dependent. Probably depends on what you want to do with her. I also don't think I had this when I on her, but that would probably be a good idea to swap
A
it.
new weapon. Definitely feels unique. All right, I've got to come up with fresh tactics and strategies.
But then again, the base stuff is good. I'm thinking. I don't really have the materials to do that, do I? Well, I do. Because I have you. Oh, whoops. I have to do it through the event. Alright, gamers. Go to the event. There we go. And with Agni
Whatever
mode
comes
on.
next better be memorable.
Alright. Oh, accidentally canceled her combo.
Everyone's chipping in. Don't go too far, Mr. Dolly. Eric, let me give it a swim. Yeah. I got this.
Make it quick! My turn. On it!
She's really slow with that. That made me worried that she wasn't gonna do that time.
None shall live.
I shall rename darkness.
Team, follow my plan.
Really do good job. Hello? I'm too far from the target. What do you mean? It puts in front of me. Let me reset that one. Ardelia got choke slammed
Got
at
my
the
eyes
start,
peeled for an opening.
so I should probably
Don't
save
mind me.
more
I'll
SP
keep up with
because
you.
it's 2 bosses basically, right? Or 2 elite enemies.
Everyone's chipping in.
So I guess being a little bit more patient probably would harm me. And then just making sure that I save up my SP.
My turn.
Also, I need to use Wolfguard's ult to do that stuff, or his skill, because he's really fast.
None shall live.
What? How did your combo come up? I didn't get a finish round. That's odd. What's with that? I was more focused on trying to survive than trying to combo that.
Incredible move!
Oh, I'm fucking
Don't go too far, Mr. Dolly!
son of a bitch. That sucks. Alright. Am I going to be able to do this with these? Probably not. I'm away. Let me get a flag first. Yeah, that's not or at the very least, it's not going to happen in a way that's going to feel good to play, so I'd rather just do it again. And reset.
Got my eyes peeled.
I did the same thing actually during the campaign when I was up towards some of the bosses there. If Lavatane died, I literally just would immediately exit because I was like, yeah, I do not have fun trying to use this team without the main DPS character, even if I end up winning eventually. That would have hit him.
Don't go too far, Mr. Dolly!
That's a whole fucking problem.
Let me give it a go. Wow! A perfect execution! Here we go!
Wolves,
I'm gonna
let's
probably
feast.
Imagine they're... God damn. Yeah, like the quick fire is fucking rough. An agony mode. I can't fucking see who's getting the ball.
Done! I'm amazed!
It's probably really well choreographed or something too. Or like, it's probably really easy for people to tell. And I'm just a blind motherfucker. And he gets with that shit every time.
Watch your step, people!
About time.
This is a get good kind of mode. Me being unable to see it is my own problem.
Incredible move!
that's another thing. I can, let's go. I can jump out of the way before those, before they have, like, a designated spot. Holy fucking shit, I just took all of my health and damage. Yeah, cool.
Don't go too far,
Dodges.
Mr. Dolly!
Great teamwork.
Okay, we did manage that because of the ult, I think. Yeah, this is rough.
Wolves, let's feast.
Wow! Perfect execution!
Let that twilight burn!
This hurts.
Got my eyes peeled for an opening.
We'll see this through.
Ooh, Ranger, need to shoot that guy.
Everyone's chipping in. Incinerate!
I need to be more careful with what I use for a skill, for a powered skill, because I can't use it after dodging. Like, if I put it down and I dodge, nothing happens because of it.
Don't go too far, Mr. Dolly!
Make it quick. My turn. On it.
Oh my gosh, the shoulder check.
None shall live.
Low, methodical, whatever you want to call it. Low?
Don't go too far, Mr. Dolly!
Your end is nigh!
My goal is I want to break him and get him into a finisher position as fast as I can.
Incredible move!
Both can do that. Make her get her ult as fast as I can, because her ult means everyone else gets way more quick skills. And I'm going to stay on this motherfucker's ass the entire time. Or I can get hit like an idiot. Oh, I'm in a fucking corner. Throw him in here. Can I hit all my allies? she's the one who's being grabbed. That fucking sucks. Alright. That's if it's like this low of health, then it's kind of fine, but you definitely need the
Be gentle, Mr. Jolly!
there. Alrighty. And now I have those forsaken by the land. Overall, not a very difficult thing to get, at least so far. So that was kind of perfect timing, not gonna lie. It's coming up, it's pretty much time to end. Yeah, nice.
Eccomi.
Look.
Alright. I think that's where we'll call it for now, gamers. Let me see if there's anything interesting going on right here. Honestly, I don't think I can really send us anywhere, because I don't have anywhere I know to send us. But we would just, go and have a good time. Alright, gamers. I hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you guys on Saturday. The normal time that I stream, 9 a.m. EST, all that good stuff. If you enjoyed, then feel free to follow me here and, keep following my stuff. You will see me again. I'm probably going to go and record stuff relatively soon to post for after stream, and then I have a bunch of shit to do. So, gamers, thank you all for being here, and yeah, peace out. Dab on them.